well, welcome everyone. My name is Carrie, and today I'm going to be doing a core stability / flexibility class in two parts. So you will need space obviously around you where you are not going to bang into anything. You will also need a mat or a towel to be placed on the floor. You may also use a stability ball if you have one. If you don't have one, you can still do all the exercises that I'm going to be demonstrating, but you won't get that benefit of having more proprioception and more stability, that element involved. Okay, but either or, you can do it without the ball, or if you have the ball, you can. So remember, if you haven't already checked into the ParQ Plus, you can visit my website at innerstrength.fit and just answer those 7 questions just to ensure you are healthy enough to participate in physical activity. We will begin with our warm-up, of course, and then segue into our core exercises. I will be doing 1 set of everything, but if you feel that you need a little bit more, please rewind the video and do a 2nd set, okay? And we'll finish off with a longer stretching session, about 10 minutes at the end. Again, pace yourself, take water breaks at your own accord, have fun, and let's begin, okay? So I'm just going to put my timer down, and we'll start with our 5-minute warm-up or so. Okay, so just separating those legs, again, just moving side to side, okay? Just warming up the body, okay? Let's take those shoulders back, so big shoulder rolls back, excellent. Nice and tall, again, tummy tight, right? Think about your posture. Let's just slow it down a little bit here, okay? And let's now just take those arms and just gently side to side, okay? Just swing those arms side to side, that's it. Excellent. Okay, and let's now add a little bit more rotation. So just going a little bit more with those arms, a little bit more rotation in that spine. Good. Okay, and let's now pivot on that back foot. So just pivot on that back foot. Excellent. Good. Keeping the shoulders down, right? So we don't want those shoulders creeping up to the ears. Nice long posture. And let's now take a top corner. So reach and reach and reach. Good. Okay, so how are you feeling today? Do you feel strong? Okay, maybe you're just doing it because it's a day to train, you need to do something, right? Okay, listen to your body. Good. And let's now bring it back here. Okay, arms in this fashion game, and I just want to push across, push across, push across. Beautiful. Okay, again, the shoulders are down, tummy is tight. And push. Beautiful. Let's take it down to the ground now. So down, down, and reach. Excellent. Okay, give me a few more of these. Work within your parameters, right? Listen to your body, of course. Good. And last one. Excellent. And tap, and tap, and tap. So 1 foot behind the other. Again, slowing it down a little bit, reminding myself as well. Okay, slowing it down. Excellent. And let's just open up. Open up. Good. And reach. And reach. Let's change these legs, okay? Give me a little hamstring curl. Let's just warm up those glutes a little bit, okay? Those hamstrings. Beautiful. And switch the arms now to, again, an overhand reach, 1 arm at a time. Excellent. Okay, nice and tall and strong. Let's keep those arms both up now, okay? And let's draw in. So just come in with the knee, okay? Nice and tall. Good. Notice my spine, add a little rotation there. Okay, little rotation. Reach across, beautiful. And reach. Excellent. Okay, let's do a couple more. And last one. Excellent. And let's now just swing the legs 1 at a time. Okay, good. And let's add on a little push with the arm, front and back. Okay, this might feel a little awkward at first because we're in 2 different planes. We want to warm up those hips. We want to get that spine loose, we want to get that core nice and loose, nice and warmed up. Beautiful, gang. Let's just do a couple more. And last one. Excellent. Okay, rounding the shoulders back again, 1 at a time, just marching in place. Give me a deep breath in. Exhale. Again, deep breath. And exhale. Good. Let's go 1 more time. Deep breath. And exhale. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to now transition into our first exercise, grabbing our stability ball. If you do not feel warmed up, please review that warm up 1 more time. Okay, but let's grab our stability ball. So there's 3 things that we need to kind of be mindful of when we're working on a stability ball. Is our feet position, so our base of support. You're going to have more stability if your feet are wider. You're going to have less if your feet are more narrow. Okay, so again, choose that positioning. according to your comfort level, okay? Overhang, your lever length. The more my back on the ball, okay, the easier it's going to be versus having more overhang, okay? That's going to factor in for the difficulties of the exercise. Hand position, level 1, level 2, level 3. Again, you decide what works for you. We're going to go 15. We want to have good form gain, okay? So space between chin and chest, hold that tennis ball or peach as we often say. I'll be in level 3, but you do what's right for you. Here we go. So 1. Okay, slow back down. You come up, not all the way, okay? You want to be up on an angle, still working that core, okay? When we go back down, you don't want to rest either, right? Keep the tension applied throughout that whole range of motion, okay? And of course, we breathe out as we come up, right? Don't hold that breath. And good. Okay, keeping space between chin and chest, not going below that heart, okay, with the head. And reach. Notice that you're working down here, right? Maintaining stability on that ball. Again, if you don't have that ball, you can do basic crunch or sit up on the ground. Okay? Let's do a few more. Here we go for 5. And 4. Good. Nice and strong. Let's go for 3. We can do it. Okay. And 2. And if you're in 3, you need to drop down levels, then keep going, right? Work on endurance by repeatability. Okay, so one last one. And down. So if you're ever in that position and then just simultaneously coming up. So if you're ever in that position where you're finding that you're in a too high intense level, right? Drop down the level and increase the endurance, because we want the endurance training for these muscles, right? We want them to last a long time. So our second exercise is our dead frog. Okay, so we're going to position ourselves prone on the ball. So we want to have essentially overhang with our thighs. Okay, so you want to come up in a position where your thighs are not sitting on the ball. So they're not like this, okay, but you actually have some overhang. So that will also be dependent on your core strength as well. So how much backward motion you have, right? So I could be quite far back here and not so far forward, okay? So again, you play with that position of your legs, okay? Separate your knees, bend your knees, head, okay? Your ears are in line with the shoulder, with the hip and the knee. Essentially, we don't want to go down. We're just going to have soft elbows, right? And then the movement is bringing our heels up and down, okay? Not resting on the ball, right? Always engage our glutes and our low back, okay? So 15 again, gang, ready? Let's do it. 1. Okay, breathing out as we come up. 2. Good. Okay, nice and strong. 3. Squeeze. So go straight up with those heels. 4. Okay, we've got it. 5. And 6. Don't let up. Okay. 7. Nice and strong. Breathe out. 8. Okay, here we go. 9. We're getting there. Nice and strong. 10. Don't dip with those arms. Notice I stay up. Okay, here we go. Let's go 5 more because they feel really, really good. 4. Okay, here we go for 3. Okay, make them count. 2. Awesome job, everyone. Last time. Squeeze and right back to where we start. Okay, nice slow transition to a standing position again. Okay, grab a sip if you need it. Otherwise, we're going to go back to the ball. Okay, similar position we were in before with our sagittal plane movement of our basic crunch or curl off the ball. Okay, so again, assuming your position for your legs, okay, whatever works best for you, your lever length and your hand position. This time we're going to capture these guys, okay, the oblique muscles, the internal external obliques. So we want to rotate, we want to twist the spine, in other words. So again, okay, proper positioning, space between chin and chest. We're going to go left, gang. Here we go. Come up and over and down. Okay, come up and over. So that's key. As soon as you start to ascend, you want to start to rotate, right? Excuse me. Nothing wrong with necessarily going up, then over, but that's not what we want to do with this one, right? We want to capture these muscles right off the bat as soon as we start to rise off that ball. Okay, so again, pivot and come up and rotate, and no springing. Okay, I'm going to slow myself down a little bit there. I notice that I'm kind of just springing up a little bit off that ball. You don't want that. You don't want to diminish, what you get out of it, right? Keep it really controlled. You use your muscle to get up. You use your muscle to get down, right? It's a contractual force. It's a resistive force. We're working both directions. Okay. I know they feel really good, but let's just do 2 more. Okay, excellent. And one final one. Shoulder to knee. Slow back down. And we'll restart. And simultaneously use your abs. Walk your feet to the ball. Good. Okay, little sip if you need it. Otherwise, back to the ball that we go. We're going to do what's called a plank and tuck. Okay? So the further you are, your hands, your head are away from the ball, the harder you make it. Okay? No right, no wrong. Again, you've got to do what's appropriate for you and your fitness level. So if I want to make it a little easier, I'm in essentially a plank position, your shoulder, hip, knee, ankle. Okay? And I'm going to just look at the ball as I draw the ball to my head. Okay, as I pull my knees in. And then I go back to being flat. If I want to make this harder, I just go farther away from the ball. Okay, so again, no right, no wrong. I'm going to have my knees, part of my shins on the ball, like so. Okay, so my lever is longer. I have more weight distributed off that ball and onto my hands. Okay, so you decide what works for you, but form trumps, you know that. Okay, 15 gang ready. Let's do it. Okay, pull those knees in and then flatten out. Okay, be mindful of your low back here. You do not want to be breaking at the hips, as I say, right? So no collapsing. You want to be nice and strong in that core. Okay, and the shoulders always stay above the wrist, right? Don't be moving like this, right? You always want to make sure that you're in a solid, stable position. Everything's rock hard. Everything's firing isometrically, okay, to make sure that you're in proper good form there. And out. Okay, here we go. Let's go for 7. Okay, nice and strong. Lift those boots up. 6. And again, if you're in a position that's too intense, regress. Walk your way back to the ball. And if you find it's not intense enough, well then you know what to do. Just walk her out. Okay? Good job. Here we go, everyone. 3 more. 3 more. We can do it. Okay, let's suffer together. 3. Okay, nice and strong. Let's go for 2. Okay, come with me, last one. All the way up and down. Slow, slow, slow. As I often say, it doesn't have to be pretty coming up, but it definitely has to be slow. Good job, you guys. That's a doozy one, I know. Okay, grab a sip if you need it. Otherwise, we're going to transition to our next exercise, which is going to actually be on the ground. So this time, you're going to need your towel or your mat. Okay, placing it on the ground. It's already there. Okay, and I'm just going to now get into my position here. So, inner, outer thighs, adductors, abductors. We're going to capture the ball between our feet. Okay, so we can, again, cheat a little bit if we want to pull the ball a little bit closer to us. Further away, right between our feet versus our calves is a little harder. Okay, so again, you play with that. Positioning up here. We want to protect the neck, right? This is potentially going to pinch the nerves in our neck. So we want to make sure that we're just safe with that. We want to have our head like so. So straight alignment always, right? Neutral spine here. Just like we always see neutral spine in the low back. So feet position. Okay, so toes are forward. You're essentially going to come up about 20-30 degrees. That's about how much you've got in terms of crossing over the midline where your belly button is. And you can go with that bottom leg. Okay, so if you go up any higher and you start to rotate, you're no longer capturing the muscles that we want to work, right? We want to work inner and outer thigh here, not anterior muscles, okay? Those are just synergistic muscles, secondary helper muscles. So toes forward, gang, support the head, nice and tight, support if you need to, otherwise hands off, you get a little bit more bang for your buck. Let's rock. 1, okay, here we go, 2, okay, we breathe out as we come up, 3, okay, keep strong, there's 4, okay, 5. You notice if you've got your hand off, you have to work a little harder in terms of your stability, right? Okay, there's 6, I believe, 7, but if you need to, you're here, right? It's progression, it's a progression. And lift, or we're halfway. Okay, here we go, 9. Okay, and 10, just making sure that my toes are forward there. Okay, 5, right? We always want to get more height, more range of motion, so we think we're doing better if we go like this. But again, like I said, different muscles are going to be working as agonistically. Okay, 2, one final one, and done. Awesome job, gang. Okay, so we gotta balance out. So I'm just gonna change ends. Okay, so going down now this direction. So again, supporting your head, capturing that ball between the feet. Okay, make sure the toes are forward there. Okay, make sure it's even, nice and strong in the core, support or not support, right? Ready, here we go. 1. Okay, we've got it. 2. Okay, 3, beautiful. 4. You might find one side is a little easier to execute than the other, right? That's common. Like our strength level, endurance, you know, the side that we use more in day-to-day life, okay, tends to be stronger. It also tends to be tighter, okay. I believe that's 7, 8, okay, here we go, 9. Keep coming with me, there's 10. We've got 5 more, everyone, 5. Right, we need lots of repetitions. 4. Okay, here we go, 3. And 2. Make it count, good form, and done. Awesome job, everyone. Good work. Okay, going now to our back. So I'm gonna just change ends. This is my preference to have my head on this end. So with this guy, it's a hamstring lift and roll. Working our hamstrings, working our glutes. You want to be at the edge of the mat, okay? So that's where it's going to be a little bit more effective that way. That ball won't get impeded per se coming up over that mat. You can just lean back. Your heels are on the ball. Now, if you want to make this a little bit easier, and again, it's not cheating, but if you make it a little bit easier, we can kind of creep up a bit and have more of our calf on the ball as well. Okay, but we want to do it a little bit harder that we have our heels on, right? We've got a longer lever and more of our core to be factored in order to stabilize us, right? Okay, so that's your leg position there. Our hand position, this is now our base of support, right? Our upper body. So the wider you are, always the more stability you're gonna have. So if I wanted to, I would start here. If I want to make it harder in terms of stabilization, I would go here. I would then bend my elbows, right? Okay, and then I would take my arms up all together off the ground. So you decide that positioning for you. To demonstrate, I'm just gonna go wide, little lift with the glutes, okay? Actually, I'm gonna say a little more lift with the glutes. I was thinking of another exercise. So all the way up as high as possible, okay, gauging everything. And then we're gonna roll that ball in to our glutes and then straighten out, okay? Don't lock out at the knee, nice soft knee. Staying as high as possible, okay, as we draw in and out. Okay, gang, so you decide your positioning. I'm gonna go here with my arms, okay, ready, 15 of them, you know what we're doing. Let's go. 1, okay, nice and slow out, right? Here we go, 2, nice and slow out, okay, 3. Now, if you are having a little bit of trouble in terms of back issues, even neck issues, this might not be the safest one. That might be a contraindicated exercise for you. So you might want to just go back to a glute bridge maybe, right? Maybe not go up so high with those glutes. So again, you have to really monitor yourself and figure out, what is the best thing for you, right? This is inappropriate, doesn't feel good, okay, or you're unsure, then err on the side of caution, right? And just go back to a lower level, okay? Coming back in and out. Okay, I'm going to say we've got about 5 more. Okay, that sounds about right. 5. And soft knees. Let's breathe out. There's 4. Squeeze. Okay, staying high if we can. Staying high if we can. There's 3. Good work, everyone. Okay, bring her home nice and strong. There's 2. Excellent. And one final one. Okay, do your best. Squeeze. And where we start, straight the leg, and then bring the glutes down. Wonderful. Okay, using a thigh if you need to. Okay, help yourself up. Excellent. And I'm going to just take this opportunity now, since we're almost time, to say it's a great time to get a sip of water, take a little bit of a break. I'm going to just transition and get into our next exercises on the second part of the class. Okay, so we'll see you soon. Thanks.